The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are for information purposes only. The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, legal, or investment advice. It is the intention of the author of the Sun Sign News that the daily horoscopes be used in conjunction with one's own common sense and, if warranted, the advisement of a professional and licensed physician, psychologist, attorney, or investment advisor. Welcome to another edition of the Sun Sign News. Today's horoscopic reading is for Saturday, July 29th, 2023, calculated for sunrise, Eastern Standard Time, and beginning with the sign currently occupied by the sun, Leo. Although coworkers or employees might be moving a little slowly, career matters for your sign are under mostly fortunate stellar influences today. Money matters are very strong, but you can still screw it all up as there is the potential to overspend. Romantic matters should go well throughout the day, and it looks like there should be an opportunity for some good times. Single Leos on the hunt should do something fun with friends. Under these stars, when it comes to sports and athletics, your sign should be capable of a top-level performance today. Don't forget to roar when you conquer the opposition, Leo. Virgo. Finally, whether employed or self-employed, you should have a great deal of control over your circumstances and direction. However, some friction with coworkers or employees or perhaps business partners or clients is still likely to be present. Personal money matters require some careful planning and restraint. Romance, while still under an influence of seriousness, can be considered favorable. When it comes to your sign's participation in sports, we're forecasting great potential. Libra. Career matters are looking solid for your sign today, but there may be a need to adjust or reevaluate both short-term and long-term goals. Anything under the umbrella of communications can be considered fortunate today. Excluding anything high risk, money matters can be considered favorable, and the stars suggest that intimate relationships should be pleasant today, but that your significant other might be a little under the weather, either physically or emotionally. Participation in athletic pursuits is under very fortunate stellar influences today. Scorpio. Under today's stellar influences, career matters can be considered very fortunate, and you may be finding a clear direction towards reaching your goals and objectives. Money matters are fortunate too, but there may be a tendency to overspend. This is also a good day to enter into financial agreements, provided that all due diligence has been completed and nothing has been left to chance. Romance is under favorable stellar influences, and whether single or attached, a flashy, trendy dinner spot or watering hole could prove to be the right place tonight. Lastly, according to the stars, if involved in sports, throughout the day you should be armed with strength, speed, and agility. Sagittarius. Career matters should be going your way today, Archers. Doors should now begin to open for new and better opportunities, and if planning to stay where you are, conditions should begin to improve. Personal money matters, on the other hand, are not yet showing any signs of improvement, and impulse purchases should be avoided. Intimate relationships are now under very fortunate stellar influences, and an evening of mind-blowing passion should be within reach. In athletics and competitive sports, we're forecasting a near-peak performance along with an exceptional ability to function well in team endeavors. Capricorn. Career matters are under favorable stellar influences today, and especially so if you're in management, as group efforts should be successful and employees inclined to carry their fair share of the day's burdens. Money matters are not looking bad, but gambling and speculation runs the risk of reversals. The potential for friction in romantic relationships is high today, and whether intentional or inadvertent, you could be feeling as though your significant other has disappointed or offended you in some way. Under today's stellar influences, your sign should do well in athletic pursuits, but there is a need to guard against injury to both the head and the feet. Aquarius. Opportunities for the product of your creativity to be either implemented or recognized may present themselves today, and career matters in general should prove to be fortunate. Money matters are also under fortunate stellar influences, and you may have some luck on your side throughout the day. Matters of romance for your sign continue to receive the benefits of the prevailing planetary positions, and single Aquarians have the potential to make new romantic connections through the workplace or through friends. Based upon today's planetary positions, when it comes to sports and athletics, your sign should do better than average. Pisces, if you've been behaving yourself, then you have nothing to worry about, as those in positions of power or authority in the workplace turn their attention towards you today. Money matters can be considered strong, and minus spending like crazy, purchases made for improving your professional image can be considered fortunate. Matters of romance should take a sudden and obvious turn for the better, accompanied by a peace falling over home and family. Single Pisces have the potential to cross paths with a serious prospect for a long-term relationship. Our forecast for your sign's athletic potential weighs in at near peak levels of performance and an exceptional ability to perform as part of a team, as well as the potential to be a fan favorite. Aries, the work of your hands and the product of your ingenuity should greatly benefit by today's stellar influences. If employed, there is some suggestion of friction between you and your employer, or perhaps some despotic manager. However, coworkers can be counted on to carry their fair share of the day's burdens. If self-employed, the undermining factor could be an unreasonable client or patient, etc., but employees should prove to be loyal and industrious. Money matters are under mostly favorable influences, but there is the potential for unexpected expenses due to automotive or household repairs or similar. Intimate relationships are favored under these stars, and someone from the past may play a role. Lastly, your sign's athletic performance should be very strong today, but there is a need to guard against injuries to your head and dehydration. Taurus, today there could be a conflict between your responsibilities at work and the demands of home and family. Some sort of home repair issue is possible. Money matters should be showing significant signs of improvement and may be accompanied by an inclination to take on risk. Risk would be a mistake. Matters of romance are under very fortunate astrological influences, and it looks as though there should be abundant opportunities for fun and play throughout the day. According to the stars, your potential athletic performance continues to improve, but there is a need to guard against sunburn and dehydration. Gemini, the stars suggest that it would be wise to have in place a plan B in the case that coworkers or employees call out sick or drop the ball in some other way today. Otherwise, career matters are looking favorable, and especially so if you are self-employed. Excluding high-risk ventures, money matters are under mostly fortunate influences. Intimate relationships can also be considered very fortunate today, and single Geminis can potentially cross paths with a serious romantic prospect. The prevailing planetary influences suggest that your sign's athletic performance should be strong today. Cancer, in matters related to work or the practice of your profession, all mental work, as well as the work of your hands, will benefit under today's stellar influences. This is a powerful time for your sign in regards to career matters. Personal money matters continue to show great strength under these current astrological influences, with the only exception to this being gambling. Matters of romance are looking a little shaky today, and in the case you're in some kind of a cranky mood, you're probably best off spending some time by yourself. When it comes to potential athletic performance, the stars suggest that your sign is likely to be off-peak today, and in the worst-case scenario, maybe even a little slow and a little clumsy. If you have enjoyed the audio version of the Sun Sign News, we ask that you give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to this channel if you are so inclined. That will help keep us on the air and delivering a daily dose of cynicism and sarcasm wrapped in a supercharged daily sun sign horoscope. And remember, don't blame us.